Hello, Senior Stoner fans. It's the real Senior Stoner back at you on Friday for your dab of the day. Good morning, everybody. We ease into the weekend. Well, there's something I got to talk about. Because, again, I get these topics from things I experience or things I read and things that happen to others that I hear about. Let's title it, You've Got to Make Friends with Your Pain. And I know that sounds like a strange title. Imagine going through life with a nose that you hated. And you couldn't get a nose job. There was no such thing as a nose job. No makeup worked. No accessory worked. You are Cyrano de Bergerac. You really hate your nose. Or Pinocchio. Couldn't do much about it. You got to learn to live with that nose. Oh, I don't like my feet. They're ugly feet. How many people say that, right? You can't get rid of your feet. Guess what else? Might be a situation you can't get rid of. You might be able to not get rid of your chronic, intractable, invisible pain. So what happens is the world treats you differently when you have this. Let me give you an example of some things that I read. Person's in a hospital, has surgery, comes out of the surgery. Well, I forgot to tell you, the person's an opiate user for other issues. Has surgery, comes out of the surgery, and the doctor had given the person Vicodin. And this person really wasn't educated on medicine, so took the medicine the doctor offered and still laying there moaning and groaning, asking the nurses for more. And you know what the nurses are doing? Stop asking for more. Come on, you don't need this pain medicine. You can do it. Well, guess what? When you got staples in you and stitches in you and an organ's been taken out or whatever happened to this poor person, you need more than a Vicodin. What has happened in the pain management industry is amazing. Because I think of the flood of people with all the news about opiates, to talk more about them with their doctors and their doctors learning more about them, doctors are much more hesitant to prescribe them. But what if you're already in the opiate loop? What if you've been there for 20 years, plus 25, 30 years like me? And the doctor really, not looking at you and saying you're a drug addict, but gee, shouldn't you try to get off of these, blah, blah, blah. Well, you know what? You're going to try. You're going to do the best you can to try. But if you can't, and if you're like me, and if the breakthrough pain is too horrible and you almost have to go back to an all opiate regime for pain control, you need to get to know your pain better. What I mean by that is, oh my God, I'm dying. No, you're not. Oh my God, take me to the hospital. Oh my God. No. Oh my God, it's the worst I ever had them. No. See, what happens, I think, with pain, at least with me, I get the descriptions wrong. It's my brain. I get the descriptions wrong. How do you describe unbearable hell on earth to another person? Nobody. Only maybe Mrs. Stoner can really understand. But how do you explain it? Others who have the same thing can understand because they're going through it too. But what we've been trying to do maybe is a little bit of the wrong thing. We've been trying to slow the pain, quiet the pain, manage the pain, eliminate the pain. How about deal with the pain? I am not one of those people that say, come on now, buck up, Senior Stoner. That's not me. But if you know your enemy, if you know every aspect of your enemy, shouldn't you be better able to defeat them or deal with them? The onslaught of 400,000 troops on a castle of 1,200. That castle pours boiling oil on those people, does everything possible, cuts them down to 2/3 of what they were. They still got 100,000 people, and the castle don't got many. So it's not that you're going to be able to push that boulder up the hill. That's not the issue. It's recognizing, understanding what you're dealing with that may relieve you of some of your pain and some of your stress. See, because pain is so caused by stress, if we can help the stress, we may be able to help the pain. So, what I'm getting at here with getting to know your pain, almost don't be afraid of it. You know it's there. You know it comes in waves. You know it's there. I used to talk about my back pain as familiar pain and other pain in my body as unfamiliar pain. And because of that, I used to not fear these back pains as much as other types of pain. I wonder if it's similar for all of you. Are we better as human beings with the pain we know versus the pain we don't know? Well, that's the old saying about a boss, the devil you know versus the devil you don't know. So maybe the detail here is that when we get familiar with the pain, we're able to deal with it a little bit better. Well, I am hoping we are. It's a process, not one and done. I think we've all determined that it's not like a shot in the arm and everybody gets better and life is changed and different. It is truly a process. And part of that process are these dabs. Part of the process is medicine. So I think what we have to do is get to know the situation as best as we can, and then we can put up the best processes to deal with it. Might not eliminate it, but we can deal with it. Cheers. You see, I'm frustrated. I'm not scared right now. I'm frustrated that the intervention, that the nerve block didn't work. I'm in a great deal of pain, and I'm frustrated about that. But I understand it. I know it. And maybe that's going to help me get to the next step. Because you know what? There's an old saying, knowledge is power. Knowledge is power. So try to get to know what you're dealing with a little bit better, and you might be able to pull the edge off. This is the Real Senior Stoner. Then have a great day, everybody.